Welcome, everyone, to today's Explainer. We are jumping right into some seriously fascinating source material today from Wishma Lokaya. We're going to uncover the subconscious superpowers working inside your head every single day. I mean, we walk around completely oblivious to the staggering amount of biological processing happening just behind our eyes, right? So our goal today is to map out a typical day in your life and visualize exactly what your brain is doing behind the scenes. From the moment you wake up to the absolute second you fall asleep, your brain is essentially this invisible, tirelessly working assistant. Get ready, because you are about to look at your own daily routine in a completely new light.
Okay, let's dive into this. Have you ever set your morning alarm for, say, 6:30 a.m., but then you find your eyes popping open, totally awake at exactly 6:29? You stare at the clock, wait 60 seconds, and then bam, the alarm finally rings. You might think it's just a weird coincidence or maybe a stroke of bad luck that you missed out on that precious final minute of sleep. But as the source material points out, this is actually a massive testament to a highly sophisticated automatic timekeeping system that operates completely outside of your conscious control. Literally, you haven't even opened your eyes yet, and your brain is already hard at work managing your day.
Which brings us to the very beginning of our daily breakdown. Phase 1, the internal clock. Long before that annoying electronic beep echoes through your bedroom, your brain is already acting as an ultra-precise automatic timekeeper. In practice, this internal clock functions in 3 distinct ways. First, it automatically anticipates the morning alarm. If you wake up at the exact same time every day, your brain learns that pattern perfectly. Second, it actually prepares the body for wakefulness before your eyes even open. It doesn't just randomly jolt you awake. It slowly begins to release waking hormones, raising your body temperature and heart rate, transitioning you gently out of a resting state. And third, it seamlessly manages your entire daily sleep-wake cycle. So the fact that you woke up a minute before your alarm, it isn't a glitch. It's a sign of a perfectly tuned biological machine working at absolute peak efficiency. Your biology is already executing this complex morning routine before you even have a chance to hit snooze. Let's move to and see how this builds as we enter phase 2. Processing the outside world. As you start your morning and take in a massive amount of external information, your brain basically fires on all cylinders to translate this chaotic physical world around you. Think about 2 of the most miraculous things you do today without even trying. First up, deciphering complex musical rhythms. When you're listening to a song, consciously you're just enjoying the melody, but subconsciously, your brain is instantly analyzing pitch, tempo, rhythm, and tone, blending dozens of different instrumental layers into one cohesive emotional experience, all in real time. Second, translating abstract symbols in books into vivid imagery and meaning. Your brain instantly decodes text on a page, retrieves its meaning, and constructs these complex landscapes and deep emotions right in your mind's eye. Now, what's really interesting about this comparison is the stark contrast drawn between our sensory organs and the brain itself. On one side, you have the ear. It simply captures raw mechanical energy, right? Just sound waves hitting your eardrum and causing it to vibrate. But on the other side, the brain takes those completely meaningless vibrations and performs a massive instantaneous internal calculation. It organizes those frequencies, applies memory and emotion, and suddenly those random vibrations become a beautiful symphony or a catchy pop song. The ear collects the raw data, but the brain creates the magic. As we move into the afternoon, the energy shifts. Welcome to phase 3, the mind-body connection. Whether you're hitting the gym or honestly just carrying groceries up the stairs, a high-speed, high-stakes conversation is happening right now between your mind and your muscles. Just compare what the body is doing with the brain's role here. While the body focuses on the purely mechanical output, lifting the weight, maintaining balance, sweating to regulate your temperature, the brain is acting as the ultimate air traffic controller. To execute even a simple bicep curl or a squat, your brain fires incredibly complex neural signals. It calculates the exact amount of force required, sends electrical impulses right down your spinal cord to specific muscle fibers, dynamically adjusts your center of gravity so you don't fall over, and constantly monitors your physical limits to prevent injury. And it does the whole shebang in fractions of a second. And this brilliantly illustrates the sheer scale of what we are actually talking about here. Over 600 skeletal muscles in the human body. When you engage in physical exercise, your brain isn't just sending 1 or 2 signals. No way. It is simultaneously monitoring, coordinating, and controlling hundreds of individual muscles across your entire body. Even to perform a basic walking motion, your brain is orchestrating this massive symphony of hundreds of micro movements, adjustments, and balances. It's a staggering feat of computational power that frankly makes our most advanced robotics look totally clumsy by comparison, and you do it effortlessly, just by deciding you want to move. As the sun sets, we arrive at phase 4, the social subconscious. Navigating a social environment requires some serious real-time processing of visual cues, emotional intelligence, and memory retrieval, and it's all handled entirely in the subconscious background. Let's walk through the rapid split-second steps your brain takes during a simple social encounter with your friends, as detailed by the source notes. Step 1. Scan the environment effortlessly. You walk into a crowded room and your brain instantly filters out the noise and all the irrelevant visual data. Step 2. Instantly recognize a familiar face. Among dozens of complete strangers, your brain identifies the highly specific geometry of your friend's face in milliseconds, automatically matching it against a massive internal database of your memories. Step 3. Formulate and engage in complex communication. Before you even get the word hello out of your mouth, your brain has assessed their mood based on tiny microexpressions. We called your shared history and formulated the exact appropriate tone of voice for you to use. It all happens so incredibly fast it feels like magic, but it's pure, incredible biology. Finally, we bring our day to a close with phase 5, the ultimate supercomputer. When your conscious mind goes quiet in sleep, this ultimate supercomputer boots up for its most critical tasks of the day. So, the crucial point is this: sleep is not an off switch, it is a highly active biological phase. First, the brain deliberately shuts down conscious awareness for deep sleep, essentially paralyzing the body so you don't act out your dreams. Second, it consolidates and organizes your daily memories. It takes all that music you heard, the concepts you read, the social interactions you had, and files them away, deciding what to keep and what to discard. It's turning your short-term experiences into long-term knowledge. And third, it prepares the subconscious for the next day's cycle, resetting that internal clock we talked about earlier. It is quite literally preparing you to do it all over again. Which leaves us with this final, profound question to consider. Just how much of your daily life is controlled by a subconscious organ you barely even think about? From anticipating the morning light, to decoding the symbols on a page, to orchestrating the movement of over 600 muscles, and effortlessly navigating complex social webs, your brain is the silent architect of your entire reality. The source material from Wishmalokaya really reminds us that we carry an absolute miracle of nature inside our heads every single day. I hope this explainer has given you a newfound awe for your own biology. So the next time you wake up right before your alarm, take a second to thank the tireless supercomputer working behind the scenes. Keep learning, keep wondering, and we'll see you in the next explainer.